foreign, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Panthers nothing. Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He got 29 yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey.
The pass.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Joe Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for Carolina for 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Colts 21, Panthers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they'll try to run the option here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Tight go.
On the run, it's Mixon. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. It's Mixon on the counter. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20.
That's right, baby.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Back at his own 3-yard line.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready.
Oh, they're on him too quick. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Colts.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, wide open. Complete. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 78 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mix Wilson with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chambers. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
7-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 49. Panthers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 92 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. From the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Panther 1st down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. Complete to Kelly. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
A quick slant to Hill.
The 30, the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing.
Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On third down, Crocker, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
3 down. Hey, Mike's 50. I got one. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. 65. 70
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
15-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Colts' 8-yard line.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our...
Got the party going up. A champ with the